I'm kind of Northrup. I'm joined by bantamweight prospect Kris Moutinho. How are you, Kris?
I'm great, man. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Good, good, good. No blue hair this time. It's pink. I thought blue was your natural hair color.
Nah, man, nah. We're doing a different one every time. The next one's gonna be even crazier. So it's
Yeah,
getting wild over here.
yeah. Is that something you've like done for a long time? I saw some of your past fights. I don't remember like seeing like that much dyed hair, but you did have it this last one around.
No, it's I just started doing it right before the fight, and I was kind of bored during the quarantine, just losing my mind a little bit. So I figured, why not? Let's dye our hair. Every all the cool people are doing it, so I'll join in. You know.
Yeah. How many colors like have you gone through now? We obviously saw the blue, and now you got pink.
Um, so far just blue and pink. We're gonna keep switching it up every once in a while until I realize how old I am, and then I'll get back to being an adult eventually.
Yeah. Are we gonna see like multicolors? You know, get a little like fancy here, or just sticking to one for now?
Yeah, we'll do the Sean O'Malley soon. Rainbow it.
There you go.
Mhm. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously we're in 2021 now, so how were the holidays, New Year's, all that?
It was great, man. It was great. Got to see my family. That's basically all I do outside of training with the guys at the gym and stuff like that, man. I hang out with my family. I have a lot of little brothers, and a little sister, man. And I just spend all my time with them, my girlfriend and them. So that's all I did. I hung out with my girl, hung out with my mom, and all my little brothers, and it's just that's my zen, that's my relaxing outside of training.
Yeah. Was that any differently than like if it was say like a non-COVID time? Because I know a lot of people were kind of changing up plans during the pandemic for the holidays.
No, my family is pretty much just like me. We're hermits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just kind of keep to ourselves. I don't have many friends outside of like I have a very tight circle. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Very few people that I interact with outside of my family. So I, go and see them. I'm not too worried. But I'm still being cautious, doing what I got to do, wearing masks outside, and just getting through this stuff. You know.
Yeah. And obviously you just fought in October, so I mean that's gonna be pretty good timing too to kind of roll into the holidays like right after a fight.
Yeah, definitely, man. I was hoping I could start slinging them together real quick after this, but then Rhode Island started closing again, and other states started closing again. So now it's like kind of like trying to find fights again, and we'll see what's going on. I thought after this fight I was gonna be able to like they were gonna start rolling in. You know what I mean? People were gonna be calling my phone, but obviously it's not enough. You know, I gotta get back to the drawing board, and hopefully something pops up.
Yeah. And obviously, you got back in the win column in October after two straight losses. I mean, how good did it feel just to finally kind of get back to winning ways?
It felt great, man. The last two fights, I don't know what I was doing, man. I wasn't fighting like myself, and listening to too many people outside of my brain, man. I don't. I usually don't need to be coddled. You know what I mean? When I look at myself, I don't need somebody telling me I'm good, telling me I don't need to be puffed up to feel good and know that I trained. So the last couple fights, I was listening to too many people, listening to too many things, and not fighting the way I fight. And this last fight, I fought the way I do. I go forward, I put pressure, I land big shots, I wrestle when I need to, and you saw the outcome. You know what I mean? It was a very tough opponent, like they always are, and I did what I had to do, and I won.
Yeah. Dude, going back to those two losses too, the fact is, I mean, if you look at him too, is Johnny Campbell and Tony Gravely. So I mean, I'm sure some people could look at that and be like, well, he has two losses. But do you take anything like positive from the fact that you did lose to one guy who is, I mean, the Northeast is probably one of the top bantamweights there, than a guy who's now 1-1 in the UFC?
Yeah, man. I know every time I go into the fight, when I lose, if I lose, it's going to be against top talent. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
even my first couple fights. So that's why I feel for this kid that I just this kid Ajit kind of because he's a talented kid. He was coming up. He was 3-0 as a pro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I was him. I was him in the same exact situation when I was 4-0. I fought a kid who had 20 plus fights. He was a journeyman, had a bunch of losses against really good talent, but uh, a lot of experience. And when I went in there and I got choked out, and I had to come back and grow again. So yeah, man, I've always fought the best. They don't give me easy fights, and I don't expect easy fights from here on out, man. It's just gonna get harder. I'm just here to be consistent and keep putting the finishes together and get my name into the bigger shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't seem like he held back either in that fight either. I mean, I know he attacked your legs early on. He even rocked you, it looked like at one point. I mean, were you surprised by anything in that fight?
No, that's pretty much what I expected. He was a power puncher. He comes forward, and he likes to wear you down. But I 100% believe in my cardio. I 100% believe that you're never gonna break me. And that's something that I know. I might not be the most technical guy. I might not be the best fighter. I might not be, but I know I can't be broken. Nobody's gonna put me through that, and no one ever will. I don't care if you put me in there with Khabib. I might get my ass kicked, but you're not gonna break me. I'm not gonna be sitting there in a ball and tapping out. It's just not who I am. It's not what I'm willing to do. I'll come out stupid with can't even talk. I'm taking too many shots before I break. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you already said that you want to fight one more time in 2020. Obviously, you didn't get to do that, but with COVID and everything, like, was that one of the main reasons why you didn't get to maybe competition earlier in 2020? Was it just COVID, or did you have any like other things that maybe were keeping you outside the
Um,
cage?
well, yeah, there was a bunch of things, man. This year has been a real tough year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just on my mental psyche and just so my relationships with people and stuff. So yeah, man, at the beginning of the year I kind of switched teams. My old team, everything kind of got a little wonky. So then we finally got over to Regiment right after, pretty much right after my last fight, my Johnny Cupcakes fight. So I fought him, and then a couple months later, I switched teams. I started training with Regiment, so it was kind of like just getting used to the new swing of things and getting comfortable with them. And I've known them for a long time, so it didn't take very long. And then COVID started hitting hard, so then it was like, all right, man, there's not really much I can do now. And then when CES finally decided they were gonna try it, I I jumped at it, you know.
Yeah. So when did you go to Regiment? Was that around like I guess like August of like 2019, like around then?
I think I fought Cupcakes in August.
Okay.
I don't even remember actually. Yeah, it was
July 26th.
yeah, so it was probably like September.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was kind of like when this it was still like they were talking about it, but it wasn't too big yet. And then I started training over there. I was planning on getting a fight in April, and then it just didn't work out. I trained there for like 6 months, tried to get a fight in April, and then it didn't really work out. The car got scrapped, and then yeah, that was it, man. Just been training until this started happening, and I feel great, man. This is the best I've ever felt, even through all this stuff and gyms closing, gyms reopening, trying to work at my house and work around all the bullshit. And this is the best I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of touched on it too. Like, I know it's always hard to, leave a gym that maybe you're at previously, but since you've been at Regiment, I mean, just what has it been like? Like, what kind of jumps and bounds have you seen so far?
Just great dudes, man. Great talent. The whole room's full of talent, bro. They got guys you don't even know about that are uh, Olympic judo world champions and all this other stuff, man. They got great guys, and the coaches all know their thing. All know their stuff, man. Brian has done a lot for my striking, my jujitsu with Tommy Teixeira, and all these guys, man. Just teaching an old dog new tricks. You know what I mean? I've been in this game 10 years, and I feel it. You know what I mean? I feel like I've been there for a really long time, and I know little tricks and I know little things, but I need to get back to the basics and learn things again and learn how to move again, and just fix some things that I was complacent before. You know what I mean? I was so used to doing the same thing all the time, so that's the best thing that's happened since going here, man. It's just like I'm not complacent no more. I don't feel comfortable. Like I knew everybody. I knew all the things. I'm not that guy. I didn't start with them 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So I
Hmm.
just feel like the new guy again. So I'm happy. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sounds great. I mean, it sounds like it's kind of refreshing, which, like you said, I mean, I feel like refreshing is something you don't hear about too often when a guy's been doing this for 10 years.
No, definitely, yeah, man. This is um it's a long road, you know what I mean? And this year I'm going extremely hard to try to make this that year that I get my chance. You know what I mean? And that's all I need. I just need one chance, man. And I say this on every interview. It's like when you hear all these bigger promotions, what they want a guy who's gonna pull it there and put on a show and try to finish and not lay on guys. And this is me. Watch any of my fights. Watch any of my fights. I don't always win. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna lose again. I can't say that because I fight hard fights. But every time I fight, I go out there. I try to finish. If I don't finish, it's still gonna be a barn burner the entire 3 rounds. And this is what I'm trying to be, man. I'm ready for my shot, and I'm going extremely hard for it this year.
Yeah. And when would you kind of like to get that maybe 2021 campaign going? When would you like to, ideally, when would you like to fight next?
Dude, I'm ready whenever. You know what I mean? February, March, whenever they want to do it. You know what I mean? CFFC, LFA, CES if they decide they can open up again. Whatever one has a fight and can get me on there, man. I'm coming for every 135er outside of the UFC, and then when they finally decide they want to open their eyes and see the guy that they were looking for, man, they can call me up.
Yeah. Yeah, CFFC seems like a great option. They got a lot of great guys in that bandweight division. Also, being on East too. I mean, that'd be obviously more convenient for you.
No, definitely, man. I'm just staying open. I got a great manager, man. I got a great manager, Tyson. He's Tyson Chartier. He's got all the guys that are in the UFC right now, killing it, doing. He's a beast, man. I'll let him do all that talking for me. I don't talk too much, I just sit there and when he says I gotta fight, then I gotta fight, man. I don't. The first name that they offer me is the one I'm gonna take. I'm not worried. I'm not picky. I'm not gonna pick and choose. So whenever they got something for me, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I mean, I think Rob Font rang in the new year, well,
Yeah.
at least ended 2020 pretty well for Top Game, and then you obviously have Cater having a big fight with Holloway coming up. But for you too, I mean, as far as like the regional scene goes, and you talked about CS and if they can get back, but as far as like looking at like the Northeast, I mean, you fought a lot of the top guys already there. Like you beat Damon Blackshear. We talked about the loss to Campbell, but like, do you feel like a lot of fights like in the Northeast like make sense for you? Like, are there still a lot of guys? Do you feel like that's still like a market you can tap?
It's not even so much that, man. Like CS always brings guys from all over the place. It's not always the Northeast. So I'm not really worried, man. I'm not here worrying about who I'm gonna fight. If I fight
Mm.
somebody from around here, I train now. Now that New England's becoming kind of like a hub around here, you know what I mean? Like Mass is kind of being a hub. Dudes are coming from New Hampshire all over, and we're all kind of training together, man. And especially before COVID, everybody's going down to Lozons and working and getting work and training and helping each other and sharing. But I don't care. I'll fight anybody, man, at this point. You know what I mean? If it gets me my
Mm.
shot, you know what I mean? Teammates, friends, I look at this as a competition, man. If it was me and somebody else and it was my friend and I was in the UFC and somebody was like, all right, that's your only shot in, you have to fight that guy. I let them fight me because this is how this is. This is a competition. It's not like that to me. So I'll fight anybody. But if I don't have to fight somebody that I know that I'm cool with, then I'm cool with that. Like I'll fight anybody. And again, man, I'm just hungry right now. I just want my shot, bro, more than anything. And I I'm I'm ready to to get to that next level. And I just need something to push it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now we talked about when you want to get back. Ideally, how many times would you like to fight in 2021 if you could have it your way?
As long as I'm healthy, man, I'm willing to fight every couple months. You know what I mean? As long as I'm healthy, I don't. I don't take too many shots like the last one, man. Walking out of there stupid, don't even know where I am. You know what I mean? So as long as I'm healthy, I'll fight every couple months. Because realistically, back when I started, even my amateur career, I fought usually every 2 to 3 months. I fought most of the times I'd fight 4 to 5 times a year. So that's kind of what I want. If I had it my way, that's probably what I would like to do, 4 to 5 times a year, and just build my career, build my record. But the guys are getting real tough, and the competition's so high, the high level, and it's so who knows, maybe 2, 3, 4 times a year would be great, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Thanks so much for your time. Anything you want to say before I let you go? The floor is yours.
No, thank you so much for having me on here, letting me get my
Yeah, no
name out.
problem.
I want to thank my family, my team, all the guys at Regiment, all my coaches, my family, and guys, just follow me on social media. It help get my name out there. Chris underscore is underscore soulless at for my Instagram, and then just follow me on Facebook and whatever else, and just help me get my name out there, man.
Once again, Chris, thanks for the time, and I wish you nothing but the best in 2021.
Yep. God bless, brother. Thank you.
All right, yeah, take care.